Hello everybody! Today we are going to learn how to make Alexa skills with no coding using Amazon skill blueprints. It is simple and fun to do this and it only takes a couple of minutes. So all that you need is a web browser or computer, a internet connection, you will need an Amazon account which is free and easy to make, a Alexa developer account which is free and very easy to make, and imagination. So let's get started. So first, you have to open blueprints.amazon.com to get started. So we are already here, and you can start by choosing a skill sample. So we are going to go with an adventure, so storyteller. You will be taken to the demo page where you can get an idea of what to create for your story. To make your own story, say make your own. So we're going to click that right now. Alright. So, you are given a page with text already in it. You can highlight and delete all the text to start from scratch if you want. But you can kind of see it's a long time ago, two young heroes, yada yada yada. And you see there's a lot of stuff here, and don't be intimidated by this. This is just the story that they've already pre-made for you to kind of give you an idea of what you can write. But we are going to start from scratch. So I'm going to select it all and just delete it. So here we are with a blank slate. So there are four main effects that you can add to this story. There's sounds, there's pauses, expressions, and blanks. So first of all, sounds is how you add sound effects. Pauses is to add a pause in the voice so it doesn't just ramble on in a straight line. You can add pause and make it sound more lifelike. Expressions are you can have your Amazon Echo talk with more variety of words. And then the blank allows you to add in a filler word. So it kind of like Mad Libs. So it will allow you to add any word you want to fill any word. And blanks allow you to insert a blank spot. Before she reads your story, Alexa will ask for a name and you'll give it a name. So let's say it asks for a princess name. If you say the princess name is Olivia, it will then put Olivia into that princess name. And we'll go over this later on to show you how that works. So, let's start by writing a story. So, let's just write a story about a dog. So, once upon a time, there was a dog named. So here, we need to add a name so that at the beginning of the skill, Alexa will ask you what you want to name the dog. And whatever name you give it, no matter what it is, you could say hot dog or Billy. And whatever name you put in, we want it to put in right here. So we're going to add a blank and we're going to say dog's name. Alright, so you see here, here's now a blank, and it's dog's name. So at the very beginning of the Alexa skill, she's going to ask you to name a dog's name. And you'll say whatever comes to your mind, whatever you want to name the dog. And when the story plays, it'll say, once upon a time, there was a dog named something, whatever you choose to name it. So we're just going to put a period there. And so let's continue with the story. So I want to say, once upon a time, there was a dog named Billy. Next sentence would be, Billy was a good dog. So, and I still don't know what the dog's name is because every time you play this Alexa skill, you can change the name. So, I want to go back to my blank and drag back in the dog's name. So, let's say the name is Billy. Billy was a good dog. Alright, so Billy is a good dog. So this is kind of becoming like a Mad Libs game, and so we're gonna add more features like this, and you can do whatever names you want. You can make it funny, or you can just make it serious. But you can say, once upon a time there was a dog named Hot Dog. Hot Dog was a good dog. So next we're gonna add a sound effect by clicking on the sound icon. So here's the sound icon. So we want an animal because we assume the dog will be a dog. And let's look for a dog. So you see there's a lot of sounds and you can even preview them. So let's go for this one. That sounds like a happy dog. So we can say add sound. Alright, and you are allowed 5 sounds in these Alexa Blueprint skills. Alright, so it will start at once upon a time there was a dog named Billy. Billy was a good dog, and then Billy the dog will bark. And we also have pauses. So pauses will allow the Alexa to pause in her speech. So she doesn't say, once upon a time there was a dog named Billy. Billy was a good dog. So periods do help. But if you need a longer pause, instead of adding lots of periods or just space or whatever, you can add a pause. So we're going to add a pause for 0.5 seconds. So after the dog barks, there'll be a small pause. And then we will continue with the story. So let's add in the dog's name again. Billy wanted to play a game called, and let's let whoever is controlling the skill name the game. Name of a game. I'm gonna add blank. So Billy wanted to play a game called Tag. He really liked that game. Alright. So, now that we've added a sound effect and a pause, you can make Alexa say an expression. So, let's say, we'll have to get a little bit more story into here. Alright, and here's the expression. So we can have the human, whoever the owner is, say something, and it will be more expressive. So most of the time when Alexa talks, she just talks very like a monologue, and you want it to be more glamorous than that. Instead of being like, when his owner would play a game with him, he would always say, come on, man. You know, like, you don't want it to be like that. You want it to be like, come on, man, or, you know, something more exciting. So let's Cowabunga.
Cowabunga!
Yeah, we want the owner to say that. So when his owner would play with him, he would say Cowabunga. That is how Billy would know it was time to play the game. Alright, so we have talked about expressions. So this looks like a good enough story right here. We've got our sound effects, which is the dog barking. We've got a pause. We've got an expression. And we have a blank. We got many blanks in here. So to continue on, we have to say naming. We have to name our skill so that when we ask Alexa to play, it knows what to search for. So we say name the skill. And we can name this skill almost whatever we want. There are some rules about how to name it, but a dog's life would be a good name for this. And after we finish naming it, we can click on Create Skill. And it will be sent to the Amazon developer account. So it is now creating the skill. And these skill blueprints are not published to the web for anyone to download. So these are not Alexa skills that you can get from the Alexa store. These are personal skills for your use only. So don't be afraid, you can make whatever skills you want, and only you and your family will enjoy it on your Echo devices. So you can share them with other people, but they won't be on the web like all other skills. So we will wait for this skill to be created. And once this is complete, we can listen to the skill on either an Echo device that we own, or if you don't own any Echo devices, you can actually listen to it from Alexa on your phone if you have the Amazon app or if you have the Alexa app, because there's Alexa built into that, and you can test it out from there. Alright, it says your skill is ready to use and edit. So, it is now ready to use, and now let's test it on a real device. Alexa, open A Dog's Life.
Welcome back to A Dog's Life. Let's continue building your story. Only 2 blanks left. Okay, now say a dog's name.
George.
You said George. Great. Last one is a name of a game.
Tag.
You said tag. Are you ready to hear your story?
Yes.
This is going to be a great story. I will read it to you now. A Dog's Life. Once upon a time, there was a dog named George. George was a good dog. George wanted to play a game called tag. He really liked that game. When his owner would play with him, he would say, "Cowabunga!" That is how George would know it was time to play tag. The end. Great story.
Alright, if we ever need to edit it, we can edit it from here, and it's just the same process. And you can also test it out on your phone with the Alexa app or with the Amazon app. As you can see, it is quick and easy to make your own Alexa skills. Now you can go and create amazing skills for your friends and family to enjoy. There are so many other types of blueprints that you can work on, like you can make game, story, trivia, informational skills, and etc. I hope you have learned and are inspired to make your own Alexa skills in the future. Thank you.